Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another video. We all have times where we receive comments on videos on YouTube. Maybe you have a YouTube channel and you've received these comments, or you've just seen these comments in the comment section of other YouTube videos that you watch. But regardless, we've seen these kinds of comments before, comments that irk us, comments that just really aggravate the crap out of us. And in this video, I'm going to list off my top annoying kinds of comments that I have received. I'm going to try to give I'm going to give my own personal insight to these particular comments. If you've left these kinds of comments before, yeah, you're featured in this video. But again, this is my own personal thoughts, and I know some of you have received these comments before, and I know you can relate to these. So without further ado, let's begin. And please keep in mind, this is my own personal thoughts. I'm not doing this video to bash anybody, but yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys, and I know some of you can honestly relate to this. So without further ado, let's begin in no particular order. Number 1, first comments. Yeah, we've seen those a freak ton here on YouTube. And honestly, these comments really agitate me. And the reason is because they make no sense. They honestly make no sense. I don't understand the concept of leaving a first comment. Now, I've received these on my videos before, and again, they irk me every time that I get them. They aggravate me every single time that I get them. And to me personally, I find them completely pointless. I don't understand the point behind leaving these comments. Number 1, if you leave a first comment on a video on YouTube that gets over 1,000 comments, what did that comment matter? You left a first comment. Nobody is ever going to waste their time going back through the comments trying to find out who was the first commenter on that video. And even if somebody actually had enough time in their life to dedicate to it, would they really care that you were the first person to leave the first comment, literally first? Nobody cares. I don't honestly see the point in this. Likewise, what's the point in trying to be first in that comment section? Secondly, if you leave it on like one of my videos that gets that doesn't get very many comments, again, what's the point? What is the point in trying to be first? The comment section is not a competition. There is no competition for trying to be first. Also, it does not show your dedication. I do not have more respect for somebody who comments first than I do for somebody that leaves a more in-depth comment. Actually, I have more respect for somebody that leaves a more in-depth comment than I do for somebody that just comments first and second. Again, it's not a competition. I've never known of any YouTubers that have ever given out prizes for the first person to comment first on one of their videos. I certainly don't give out anything. And so what's the point? It's like I said, I have more respect for somebody who can leave a civilized, intellectual comment than somebody who just comments first. I don't understand the concept. And finally, it's also upsetting, and it kind of feels insulting. Like you spend all this time, if you do animation, if you did an animation, if you did a video that took a long time to edit, or if you did a review, if you did a theory video, if you composed a track on YouTube, if you composed a track and you spent all that time working on a video just to have somebody comment first. The comment says nothing about the video. It says nothing about anything in the video. It addresses nothing. It says nothing about anything that you said, anything that you did. It doesn't offer any sort of critique or insight into what you did or said or what happened in the video. It offers nothing in that area. All it is just first. And so to me, I find these kinds of comments insulting. Like, really? And I know some other people have felt that way too. Like, they spent maybe a week working on a video or more just to get somebody that says first. I can imagine their thoughts, because that would be my thought. Like, really? I spent all that time working on this video and that's all you have to say. You have nothing to say about anything else other than that. it feels insulting. Like, they're not trying to credit anything that you did. It's like a competition. It feels insulting. Every time that I see these first comments, yeah, it's aggravating. It feels pointless. I don't understand the concept of it. There's no competition. There's no prize being awarded for leaving the first comment. I don't understand why people do this. And so anytime I see these, I have to question. All these questions are rolling around in my head. Number 2, spam. Yes, we've received these kinds of comments before. The spam comments usually come in a few different forms. These range from people just posting, back whenever that was a thing, Bob is trying to take over YouTube thing, or people just posting random gibberish in a comment section, or posting things that really make no coherent sense. It says nothing, it is nothing important, it really, you don't understand it. And I literally one time had somebody literally comment spam, 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 spam in a comments on one of my videos. And I deleted the comments and blocked them from proceeding to do it any further. And this also, sometimes people may post a random link to something, and you have to really question the validity of it. Sometimes, I've seen it, other people have posted comments like, hey, Steam is giving away these cards, you can get all this stuff from Steam, you know, and it's spam. It's nothing but spam. And a lot of times people will tell you, don't click the links, it's dangerous, it goes to a dangerous site. So yeah, it really irritates the crap out of me whenever I see people posting spam. Number 3 is comments from little kids. Now, there are some intellectual children out there who can leave a good detailed comment. Something that you can look at and understand, and you can find reasonable, mature. However, there are times whenever you receive a comment from children and you can tell that either they're too young to be using a comment section, to be typing in general, or they're just one of those kids who just don't care what they comment. They might have somewhat the intellect, but they just don't care what they comment. And this is really annoying. I've received quite a few of these comments before, and it's really annoying. It really is annoying whenever you get comments from little bitty kids who start to migrate over to your channel or your comment section or your art or whatever, or maybe your fanfic. I've seen it with fanfics too. Little kids begin to comment, and your first thought might be, why are you here? Where's your parents? Why aren't they monitoring what you're doing? And these range in comments from the gibberish comments to comments that make no coherent sense. I've received these before. I've received a couple of comments from kids. I assumed it was kids that just left all emojis. There was no words. It was just, or letters, just all emojis. I proceeded to delete the comment and block the individual from doing it again. So yeah, these kinds of comments really irritate the crap out of me, because they make they're nonsensical, they make no sense, and they really have no purpose in a comment section. These are the kinds of things that is best left in a nursery or in preschool or the early years, the very earliest years of school. These really have no meaning and no purpose in a comment section, in a video, or really in general with anything. But whenever you have somebody that put a lot of work into maybe a piece of art or into a video or a story, and then you have these little kids, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be checking it out. I'm just saying it really kind of clutters up the comments whenever you begin to see little kids flocking in. And it's quite annoying. Number 4 is one-liner comments. And these usually fall into the category of somebody just saying hi, or hey, or kind of something like, okay. Again, I go back to this, like I kind of look at this like I did the first comments. It kind of feels insulting. Like, I don't mind somebody, like, okay, there are other media relays, there are other social media areas where if you want to comment to somebody and say hi or hey, like Twitter or Facebook in a private message, that's cool. But just saying hi or hey in a comment section like it's a real, like you're just having a conversation with this person, I've had some people do that to me, and I'm totally fine with people being friendly. I want people to be friendly. on Facebook, Twitter, or something like that, you know, or private message on another site, somebody saying hi or hey, you know, wanting to chat, a site that's kind of more related, more associated with that kind of thing. But on a site like an art site or a fanfiction site, or here on YouTube, whenever you've put out something, some sort of piece of content for people to view, and then you get somebody just comment hey or whatever. Again, it goes back to the first comments. It says nothing about all the work and effort that you put into it. It says nothing about anything you did, anything you said. And so yeah, it kind of feels like a little bit insulting. And again, I'm not saying don't say hi, just don't do it in the comments section. I mean, I know YouTube recently got rid of the private messaging system. Again, it doesn't say. I mean, there are plenty of other social media. I mean, there's Twitter, there's Facebook. Heck, there's even DeviantArt. There's fanfiction. There's femfiction. There's Archive of Our Own. There's plenty of other sites like that where you can communicate with someone. Apart from, I mean, that is more dedicated to that kind of thing. I mean, where there has private messaging systems, where they can send you a direct message. But to see it kind of in the comment section, it kind of feels a bit of a clutter. Number 5 is Gibberish, and yeah, this kind of goes back with the kids one as well. These kinds of comments, I have received quite a few of these. Random gibberish comments that make no sense. I have put these comments through Google Translate, and Google Translate came back with, what the F, pal? What are you trying to feed me? What is this? And it's no language that... It's like a completely brand new language that is not registered apparently with Google Translate. It's just random gibberish. I don't know if it's a child that just went and just commented, or if somebody had a seizure on their keyboard, or heck, maybe somebody's tap dancing hamster got loose and just tap danced across the keyboard. I don't freaking know, but I really find these comments irritating. They really irritate the crap out of me, because it shows to me that there's some random little child that got a hold of their parents' device and they think that they're leaving an intellectual comment, but they don't. And I remember one particular moment where in particular, and this one stands out the most to me, where I saw somebody leave a gibberish comment, and I replied to the comment and I said, ignore it, people, this is a child, ignore it. And somebody else responded to, and then somebody got back, like an actual person got back. It was a woman, and said, I apologize. My child got a hold of my phone. I apologize. And somebody else responded to this woman, and I kid you not, I laughed my butt off. And kudos to this person. They said, "Do you know what leapfrog is?" I lolled, man. Oh my gosh, I love that. And this is something that I have to wonder whenever I see these gibberish comments. Number one, it is a child leaving a comment. They're not going to remember. They're going to forget the next day that they ever left that comment. They're not going to pay any attention. They're not going to, years down the line, be like, oh, I left a gibberish comment on a comment section on a YouTube video. They're never going to remember doing that. They left the comment in just a day or two. They're going to completely forget about it. They're not going to remember. Their attention span is too short, and they're not going to remember. I mean, heck, how many times have we left comments on something and completely forgot about it? So yeah, they're not, it bears no meaning. It's just gibberish. There's nothing to take from it. It's just random crap. And so it's really irritating whenever a child, whenever you get a gibberish comment, and the first thing that comes to mind, some parent decided to let their kid have their phone, and they didn't log out. They didn't log out of their account, and so the child is leaving random gibberish. And anytime I see this, I delete the comment, and I proceed to block this person so that way the child can't do this again. Sometimes I've received just a huge freak ton of emojis. Other times it's just somebody that just like closed their eyes and just typed whatever. And that's the kind of comments that I have got before, and it's just really freaking annoying. Number 6 is timestamp comments. Now, I've received a lot of these, and it's really irritating. Timestamp comments is basically whenever somebody posts a timestamp in a comment section. To me personally, somebody with good common sense and a good respect for other people and intellect would actually post additionally what that timestamp goes to. However, I have received many people I've had many people put timestamps in a video. I mean, they put timestamps in a comment section and never put what it went to. They never added any additional details, just, oh look, here's a random timestamp. And they won't post what it goes to. I've received many of these before, and they're really freaking irritating. I mean, if somebody wants to post a timestamp to something and then in detail discuss or address what that particular timestamp goes to, I'm totally fine with that. I do not mind whatsoever for somebody to do that. But to just post a blank timestamp with no additional details whatsoever, it's not telling people, you're not telling people what it goes to. And it could be bad because you could be redirecting somebody to a segment in the video where suddenly has loud audio, and you're with the intention of causing their eardrums to explode. This is not something good to do, and it's also irritating as F. So anytime I see people leave random timestamps without any additional details, I delete it. And sometimes I will block the individual, especially if they've left more than one. Number 7 is something we've seen before, which is name calling comments. These are more negative comments that sometimes people will leave. These are just basic. These are pretty much insulting comments. Somebody will leave a comment insulting you, insulting your intelligence. I mean, I've seen this thing on, I've seen this thing on my channel before, but I've also seen it on other people's channels too. And you probably also receive this if you do fan fiction, fan art, music, whatever. You probably also receive this as well. Comments where somebody will insult your intelligence. They'll basically just call you stupid. They'll insult your sexuality. Other times they'll just rant on, call you names, and they're not commenting on the video itself. They're just insulting you. And I look at these kind of like as bully comments because they're trying to bully you. They don't like you. They hate you for whatever reason. Maybe it's an interest in something that you have, or maybe it's an attitude that you have about a particular thing. Most of the time, though, it's just because of something that you like, and they feel the need to insult you, to call you names, to ridicule you, bring you down. This is basically a bully comment. And it's irritating, and my belief is if you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple. If you don't like this individual, then why bother wasting your time commenting whenever you could go and find a video that you do like? But some people don't have that maturity. Some people don't have that kind of intelligence. I mean, they strive on trying to make others feel bad about themselves, and that's what they strive on. And so anytime that I receive these kinds of comments, I delete the comment and I go ahead and block the person. I delete the comment because it bears no purpose. It's just somebody insulting you, and they left their opinion, and so here's mine. Delete. They left their opinion, which they think you care about. You don't. And it bears no meaning. It has nothing to do with the video itself, with whatever goes on in the video, or whatever you did. It has no meaning, bears nothing to that, but they just decided to comment. So me personally, it is nothing important, so I delete it. And also go ahead and block the individual, so that way, I mean, if they're not if they're not intelligent and mature enough to understand that all they have to do is not return to something that they don't like, or to somebody that they don't like, then I guess in a way I'm doing them a favor, because now I'm blocking them from my channel, so therefore I'm doing them a favor. Now they don't have to worry about seeing anything of mine anymore. So yeah, I'm doing them a favor, essentially. And a sane individual would be intelligent enough to know, well, I don't like this, but I'll just mosey on and find something I do enjoy. Some people, however, don't do that, and so yeah, I'm kind of, I guess you could say I'm kind of saving them a headache. Number 8 is subscribe to me comments. Now, we've seen these before. We have seen these kinds of comments before. We have seen these comments before in our favorite YouTubers. We've seen them in the comments of our favorite YouTubers before. Hey, I do videos too. Subscribe to my channel. Or, hey, can you subscribe to my channel? Heck, I've received a few of these myself. And I understand that it's hard to get a channel started on YouTube. I completely understand that. It's even harder today than it used to be. Because of the way YouTube has changed over the past 2 or 3 years, it's a lot harder today to get a channel started. I know that 100%, and so I understand that completely. However, this in general is kind of called mooching off of somebody else. I mean, this is not, it's not a good idea to try to ask somebody, hey, subscribe to me. There's a few things wrong with this. Number one, it doesn't really matter about subscriptions on YouTube. You can have a freak ton of subscribers but very little views on your videos. That's not going to help with revenue. You have to have a lot of views on a video in order to get the ad revenue from it. It really, in terms of if you want to keep a YouTube channel going and make a living off of it, you have to have a lot of views on your videos. Now, subscribers is basically your fan base, and subscribers is that dedicated fan base. But again, it doesn't matter. You see, if you look at my channel, I've got 34,000 subscribers. Okay, that does not mean that every video that I crank out, there are 34,000 views. That's not what that means. Not every subscriber is going to check out your videos. 34,000 subscribers, I might get 500 views on a video. Again, you see what I'm talking about. Subscribers don't mean anything in terms of if you get a lot of views on your videos, or if you're trying to make a living off of your YouTube channel. That doesn't really mean anything. Subscribers means a completely different thing. Subscribers are important on the concept of that's your fan base. That is your fan base, and that is people that like you for you. They understand you. They like what you say, like what you do. They like your content. That is your fan base. And again, you might have 1 million subscribers. That doesn't mean every single individual one is going to watch your video. That doesn't mean that. A lot of people look at people that ask them to subscribe. If you don't do anything on your channel and you ask somebody else to subscribe to your channel, what do they have to watch? What do they have to watch on your channel? You're asking them to subscribe, but you have nothing on it. Additionally, I could probably look at this and say some people just want bragging rights. Like, hey, I got so-and-so to subscribe to me. Oh, really? Are you going to do a video for them? No, but they're subscribed to me. Isn't that cool? You're an idiot. I can see that. But again, I don't understand. Some people I know, they're trying to get a channel started. And I know that, but I kind of have more respect in a way for people. I mean, I can understand in a way some people kind of wanting shout outs, wanting to do collabs with other people, but for me personally, whenever I started my channel, I did none of this. I did not do, and I still haven't done any collabs with anybody. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that with my schedule and everything, and the time of, I usually do my videos late at night, early in the morning, like between 12 midnight and 4 in the morning is whenever I do my videos, and most everybody's in the bed at that point, so doing a collab would be difficult, and so that's why I never really do a collab. But I've never asked anybody for a shout out for my channel. I've never asked anybody to subscribe. The way that I look at it personally, if they come to my channel and they like what they see, they like me as a person, they like what I say, they like what I do, and they want to subscribe, fine, thank you. I really appreciate that. If you don't want to subscribe, but you still like me, still like stuff, again, that's cool, thank you. But if you don't like me, if you don't like the channel, don't like the stuff, again, that's cool. Thank you for stopping by, but again, that's totally cool. I've never once asked anybody to subscribe to my channel, and I'm not going to. I could have some sort of ending thing at the end of the video that says, please subscribe for more. People already know that. Like, I feel like if I did something like that, it would be pounding it into their heads. Like, they already know if they want to, updates on the content, just simply subscribe or click that bell notification or whatever. I don't do that because I feel like I'm begging people to subscribe, and I don't want that. I want to earn it honestly, and so that's why I never do anything like that. And most people look negatively at people that say, hey, subscribe to my channel. I remember one particular moment, in particular, scrolling through the comments on one of Markiplier's videos, somebody had left a comment and said something like, here's somebody, and I remember they said something like, here's somebody, here is this individual. They were talking about Markiplier, and they said, who does not put hardly any effort into his videos, yet here are people like me who put a lot of effort into my videos, and he gets more subscribers. And I remember somebody, and I remember I saw that comment, and I'm thinking, really? And somebody else responded and said, oh yeah, you put a lot of effort into your videos. So I click on to this first person's, I clicked onto their channel. They had like 6 Minecraft videos, and the last one had been uploaded 2 years prior. And I thought, oh yeah, you got a lot of effort on your channel, pal. You got a lot of freaking ton of effort. Yeah, you totally deserve those subscribers, man. And it was just comical. It was ridiculous. A lot of people don't like whenever they see, please subscribe to my channel, can you subscribe to my channel, because they look at it like it's mooching off of somebody else's channel. They're trying to like, it's free ad, it's like they're begging, or it's kind of like a real life equivalent would be walking into some sort of party that somebody is holding, and you walk in and it's like, hey, I'm having a party of my own over here next door. It's really jumping. It's really good. Come on over. It's out of place. It's inappropriate. It's rude. I mean, the best thing to do would be, I think, just do your own thing. People will come to you whenever you do your own thing. And that's the best advice I could give on that. These kind of comments, whenever I see them, I mean, I haven't received very few. I mean, but very few of these. But again, I've seen these comments in other people's comment sections, and yeah, it's very off-putting. So yeah, that is the top 8 kind of comments that I have seen people leave before on comments. Some of these I've received on my videos. Others I've seen in other people's comment sections. But I know some of you I know some of you relate to these, and so. I know some of you've received these before, they irk you as well, so, and if there's any other comments that I failed to name off this list, please feel free to tell me in the comments below, and I'll try to do possibly another video. If I get a few more comments that I missed, let me know, and maybe I can put together another video naming off comments like that. But again, if you also share my distaste for these particular comments, if you also share your distaste for these kinds of comments, please feel free, give me your own thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.